Good evening and welcome to Panther Hockey here on OCA Media. I'm Derek Westby and I'm here to call this game for you. We have the Marquette Hilltoppers taking on the Oregon Panthers here at the Oregon Ice Arena. It is January 17th, 2023 for those of you listening at home. Oregon comes into this game 4-4-0 in the Badger West Conference, 9-6-0 overall. The last game they played was on Saturday, January 14th, 2023, Monona Grove here at the Oregon Ice Arena, and Oregon won that game 3-2. The Marquette Hilltoppers come into this game 2-2-0 in their Classic 8 conference, and 6-9-0 overall. Their last game was also on Saturday, January 14th, 2023, where Marquette took on Bayport at the Marquette Ice Arena, and they lost that game 8-0. So I'm so glad to have you with us. We'd like to thank our sponsors whose generous donations help make this broadcast possible. Panther Exteriors, Doopy's Service Center, Stoughton Health, and the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Be part of something great. Join our team today and help us support student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. So we are here at the Oregon Ice Arena ready for the Marquette Hilltoppers to take on your Oregon Panthers here on OCA Media Sports. And as always, you can catch all of the OCA Media action on our website, ocamedia.com. Also on our cable channels on TDS and on Spectrum Cable, and on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Facebook for all the great stories that we also post there. We are getting ready for this game. I am here on the side of the ice, looking forward to calling this game for you. So let's take a minute while we have a minute here to look at the Badger West Conference. So Sauk Prairie currently leads our conference here. 7-1 in conference, 12-3-2 overall. Next is the Madison Edgewood Crusaders. They are 6-0 overall, 8-5-2 overall. Your Oregon Panthers again are 4-4-0 overall, or 4-4-0 in conference, sorry, and 9-6-0 overall. Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells follows Oregon in fourth place. They are 3-4 in conference, 8-7 overall. Monroe is 1-5 in our conference and 7-9-0 overall. Baraboo Portage rounds out the end of the Badger West Conference, 0-7 on the conference record and 3-14 overall. So that puts Oregon right smack in the middle in fourth place in the Badger West Conference, which is pretty respectable. So the head coaches of the Marquette Hilltoppers, Paul Weigel, Dan Leverett, Jose Maturanos, Mike Bradford, Danny Riley, and Darren Kolowaki. Let's see if the Oregon coaches are not listed, and I am not sure who they are offhand. So we have the Oregon Panthers skating out on the ice here right before the game, and we will turn it over to the PA announcer for the pregame announcements.
Starting lineups. First, from the visitors. In net, number 32, Dirk Hadlack. At defense, number 9, John Martin. At defense, number 8, William Mary. At forward, number 4, Nevin Kearney. At forward, At defense number 15, Cameron Mueller. At forward number 18, Jacob Cameron. At forward number 19, Simon Gosser. And at forward number 16, Andrew Neal. And both are very close for African and John Peterson. At this time, America, I would yes, if you stand, rise, move your hats, and join us in the playing of the national anthem.
Getting ready to go into regulation here at the Oregon Ice Arena, and we will start with the Oregon Panthers have a bunch of starting lineups. It's Hurd and of course Colliard in net for the Oregon Panthers, and on the other side, Dirk Pollock on the Hilltoppers side. So we are excited to have this game for you here on OCA Media. Ongoing support from our local business partners help make this broadcast possible. You can become a sponsor of OCA Media programs like this. For more information, contact Paul at ocamedia.com. So again, we have the Oregon Panthers coming into this game 4-4-0 in the Badger West Conference and 9-6-0 overall. Marquette is 2-2-0 in the Classic 8 Conference, 6-9-0 overall. So of course this is a non-conference game here at the Oregon Ice Arena. 17 minutes on the clock for this first period here at the Ice Arena. Official gives the wave, and we're just waiting on the scoreboard operators to be able to start the game. Face off in the mid-circle. Goes off into the Hilltopper zone, clears the zone over into the Oregon zone. Around the back of the net, in front of the net, off to the corner here, and the Hilltoppers whiff on a pass. Oregon grabs the puck and brings it around behind their net to try to clear the zone. And it looks like the Hilltoppers have it loose right in front, and that's covered up by Collier. 16:39 remaining in the first period here. And there'll be a face-off in the far side circle. It looks like that will be Kalawaki for the Hilltoppers in on that face-off. Goes behind the net and off to the close side circle. Panthers clear the zone right through neutral, right in towards goalie, but that'll be icing with 16:29 left in the period. Face-off in the far side circle. It looks like we will have Linderton on that for the Panthers. Across the ice to the far side, Hilltoppers try to keep it in the zone, but the Panthers do manage to clear. gets dropped in behind the net, and Hilltoppers control. Back pass over to the far side circle. Stays in the corner, comes along the back, and it is in this far side or near side circle. And the Panthers hold the zone. Nice shot right towards the front, but that goes high and out of play. So we will have a stoppage here with 6:02 remaining, or 16:02 remaining in the first period. Looks like we'll have a face-off in the far side circle. And that's won by Oregon. Quick shot in towards goal, goes behind the net. Off into the circle here, another shot in towards goal, and that goes out of play as well, with 15:53 remaining.
I love you, 22.
Face-off goes around behind the net. Shot in towards goal, and the goalie will cover it up with 15:41 left in this period. Glad to have you with me here, Derek Westby with OCA Media and OCAmedia.com. Always excited to bring you hockey coverage here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Goes right on the edge of the net, shot in towards goal, and the goalie saves it. A couple of players topple over the goalie. We'll have a face-off in the Hilltopper zone. Comes off of the face-off into the corner where Marquette will send it around. Panthers send it back the other way. Dumped into the corner, the Hilltoppers have control of the puck, and they put it into the near side circle on that side. Hilltoppers clear the zone through neutral and put the brakes on, pass it forward. He loses it, goes back to the Hilltoppers, shot in towards the goalie, and he deflects it off into the near side corner. The Hilltoppers try to hold the zone, and they do. Shot in, gets deflected by, and that appears to have been a Hilltopper goal. Running all the way there, but it says we have 15:02 remaining in this period. Face off in the center, and the Hilltoppers have it. And the Hilltopper goal was Nevin Kearney. So we are now down by one. The Oregon Panthers are. Oregon controls it in their own zone, and it goes high, and the glass caught that. Panthers clear the zone. Hilltoppers have it in neutral. Send it right back in. Goes around the ice, and goalie comes over the goal to play it. Sent back around. Panthers have control. They try to clear. Gets stuck up in the middle. Panthers gain control in the near side corner. Hilltoppers try to centering pass, goes far and off to the side. Shot in towards goal, hits a lot of sticks and legs, and goes off into the corner where it's sent around the ice again. Who can get to it first? Looks like the Panthers get the puck and bring it over into the Hilltopper zone, where they'll centering pass will go right past the crease and gets dumped back behind the net. In the far side corner now, Oregon brings it out. Trying to do a wraparound shot, can't quite get it. So let's see if he can get it again. Another shot on goal, didn't go in though. Off into the corner, Panthers hold the zone. Goes along the boards. Panthers have control right along the boards. And the Hilltoppers manage to clear the zone. Puck is loose and neutral, picked up by the Panthers, and they bring it in to the far side circle, picked off by the Hilltoppers. Panthers hold the zone, at least momentarily. Puck sits there on the ice, and the Panthers pick it up in the far side circle. Goes around the back of the net, and the Hilltoppers pick it up in the near side circle. Panthers hold the zone, send it right back into the corner. Panthers have control right behind the net momentarily. A nice wraparound shot is saved by the goalie, Pulwick. So we will have a face-off in the Hilltoppers zone with 13:07 remaining. And another quick save gets us with 13:05 remaining in this first period here. And again, the Hilltoppers are up 1-0. Face off in the near side circle. Hilltoppers have control and they try to clear. Held in by the Panthers and sends in towards the edge of the goal. Hilltoppers bring it behind the net, try to set something up. Nice pass off to the far side, and the Hilltoppers manage to clear the zone. Panthers send it right back in, everybody touches up, and they give chase to the side of the net. Along the boards, high off the glass, the Hilltoppers manage to clear, and that looks like it'll be icing, so we'll have a face-off in the Hilltopper zone here. With 12:35 remaining in the first quarter. Face off in the near side circle, glove down by the Hilltoppers in the corner, pass up towards the side, and they manage to clear the zone along the boards here. A hard pass into, or a hard check into the boards, but they keep playing. Momentarily in the Oregon zone goes off into the Hilltopper zone, where it'll go along behind the net. The Hilltoppers send it forward, and they manage to clear the zone again. Big-headed steam, and he gets kind of muscled out of the play. Puck goes in towards goalie, and he sends it off into the corner. And the Panthers clear the zone. They dump it in almost into the Hilltopper zone. Hilltoppers keep it out of the zone, goes through neutral and into the Panther zone, where Hilltoppers will have it, and a shot goes high of the net and off into the neutral zone, where the Hilltoppers will have it again, picked off by the Panthers. One-on-one, can't quite get it. Backward shot goes behind the net, and the Hilltoppers try to clear the zone, held in by the Panthers. Line change for the Panthers here. Get some fresh legs on the ice, and the Hilltoppers try to clear the zone. They do. Goes back in, and that will be offsides. Puck squirted in just before the last player managed to touch up. So we will have a face-off with 11:23 remaining in the first quarter here, or first period, sorry, here at the Ice Arena. Face-off just outside the Hilltopper zone. And that face-off goes into the zone momentarily and clears, hangs out in neutral for a bit here. And it comes away to the Hilltoppers, who bring it into their own zone. Quickly clears the zone out to neutral. He whiffs on the shot into the zone. Hilltoppers pick it back up and send it into the corner. Goalie comes out of the net, passes it around to his teammates. They try to clear the zone. Hilltoppers hold the zone. He loses his edge, and the Panthers manage to escape the zone. Deflection by the goalie for the Hilltoppers, and it gets dumped in the corner and clears the zone still. The Panthers wait for everyone to touch up into the neutral zone, and they start sending it forward. Hits the ref on the far side. Gets dumped back into the Panther zone, where the Panthers will try to clear it. Almost hits another ref. Now it's battled for inside, and looks like a delayed penalty against the Panthers. And that will stop the clock at 10:22 left in the period. So I believe that'll be a tripping call, which will put the Hilltoppers on a power play. And I missed the number of the guy going in the, looks like number 9. And that is John Martin with a penalty, I believe, for tripping. So face-off in the far side circle after that penalty. Hilltoppers are... Oh, it's 2 minutes for interference. All right. So there is 10:13 remaining in this period. And the puck went out of the ice. So we will have a... face-off. And that is quickly won by the Hilltoppers along the side. Again, the Hilltoppers are on a power play here for 1 minute and 44 more seconds after John Martin's penalty there. Hilltoppers hold the zone off to the far side, back in towards the circle. Shot on goal gets whiffed and goes behind the net, trying to pass it out to another Hilltopper, which does manage to hold the zone. The Panthers are really trying to get it out here. Hilltopper shot in towards goal gets deflected again. Pinned up along the boards on the near side, goes out towards the center, and the Panthers do a nice job of deflecting the stick of the person trying to take the shot. They dump it into the far side. Again, goes behind the net, where the Hilltoppers will maintain control. They'll try to clear the zone, holding it in their zone momentarily and then clear it. Goes through neutral along the far side boards, and the Panthers dump it right back into the Hilltopper zone, trying to kill as much of this penalty as they can. There's 9:09 remaining in the period as the Hilltoppers bring the puck into the Panther zone. They dump it right back into the Hilltopper zone as the penalty on John Martin ticks down. Hilltoppers bring it into the Panther zone. Panthers player whiffs on the shot to try to clear the zone. Hilltoppers clear the zone on their own, hoping somebody was there for them, but was not in that spot. Hilltoppers dump it right back into the zone with 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Panthers send it around the boards where they try to clear the zone. They cannot. The Hilltoppers hold it in, take a shot towards goal, and it looks like it got covered up with 8:27 remaining in the first period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. So we'll have a face-off in the, I believe, near side circle here. And that looks like it will be Michael Catherall in for the Panthers on that face-off. And it looks like it's won by the Hilltoppers. Both teams now at full strength as John Martin's penalty expires. And the Hilltoppers send it around the boards, right along the edge of the net, battled for, and the puck just kind of squirts free and clears the zone. All the Hilltoppers touch up. Hilltoppers have control in their own zone. Long pass gets deflected by the Panthers and gets dropped into the zone. Hilltoppers clear the zone back through neutral and into the Panther zone. And gets dumped into the far side here. Hilltoppers try to hold it. Gets bounced out into neutral where they send it in towards their goalie. And it is covered up with 7:36 remaining in the first period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Again, OCA Media, very happy to have you here with us for this hockey game. Face-off in the near side circle in the Hilltopper zone. Looks like it gets won by the Hilltoppers, but the Panthers have it loose in the front. Now get in the corner by the goalie. Again, another deflection, and it crossed out the blue line, so all the Panthers have to touch up. They do. Panthers go back in to give chase to the puck. Battled for on the far side along the boards. And let's see who wins that. Looks like it comes out to the Hilltoppers, so they'll bring it into neutral and try to bring something into the zone. He falls down on his edge, and it looks like another delayed penalty for a trip. With 7 minutes even remaining in the first period, and that's number 17. And that is Jude Wallace. So we have 7 minutes even remaining in the first period here. And it looks like there'll be a face-off in the near side circle. That looks like it's won by the Panthers momentarily, at least. Battled for along the boards as the Hilltoppers are on a power play here. And battled for in the corner. Hilltoppers come away with it. Spin move, drop pass into the corner, back along the boards. Held in by the Hilltoppers right at the point here. Off to the side again. And along the red line, Hilltoppers hold the zone right here along the blue line, trying to set up a nice pass. Goes right past the goalie and out into neutral. Battled for along the boards in neutral. Goes into the Panthers zone where the Panthers has control behind their own net. High flying puck will go right in, and that will be icing. Or I guess they wave off icing as we have 6 minutes left in the first period. Oh right, it's a power play, so there is no icing for the Panthers. Hilltoppers have it through neutral, and they control the puck into the side here. Drop pass across. Shot in towards the corner, no one there. So looks like there'll be another tripping call. With 5:41 remaining. That's number 4, James Shivrin. So we'll have another face-off in the near side circle. And Oregon is down by 2 men for the next 35 seconds on their double penalties that they have here. Shot in towards goal, goes right into the corner. Oregon tries to send it around the boards where it's held in at the point. Across the ice, Hilltopper shot, gets grabbed out of the air with 5:19 remaining in the first quarter. 19 seconds in the first penalty and 1 minute 38 seconds remaining in the second Panther penalty. Panthers switch out their players, and we'll have a face-off in the near side circle again in the Panther zone. Held in at the blue line by the Hilltoppers, trying to get a shot set up. Pass back and forth across the ice, off to the side circle. Shot in, gets held on with 5:09 remaining in this period. These penalties are really one-sided so far. We've got 3 against the Oregon Panthers for a total of 6 minutes of penalty time. So we'll have a face-off in the far side circle, and that comes out and is easily won by the Hilltoppers. Again, they are up 2 men to, so Oregon has 4 and they have 6, including goalies. That looks like that will be another penalty. That will go against the Hilltoppers. And I missed the slash on that. That's number 28 with 4:57 remaining in this period. That was a hooking call. Whistle stops play with 4:39 remaining in this quarter. The first penalty against Oregon has expired, so now both teams are even, both down by 1. So face-off in the near side circle of the Panther zone. Comes out and is won by the Hilltoppers. Oregon has it in the near side circle, pass off to the far side. Drop back towards the center. Off to the far side. Back and forth across neutral. And Oregon will bring it in with a full speed. And shot in gets deflected by the goalie. Another shot gets deflected by a Hilltopper and goes behind the net. 26 seconds remaining in the Panther power play, or penalty here, and that'll put them on a power play for a little under a minute. So another shot in on goal gets deflected by the Oregon goalie. Hilltoppers hold the zone, send it in towards goalie, and he will cover it up with 3:50 remaining in this period. Oregon has 9 more seconds left on the penalty, and the Hilltoppers have 53 seconds remaining on theirs. So we'll have a face-off in the near side circle. Looks like they're ready for the face-off. And that goes into the corner where the Hilltoppers will pick it up. Oregon brings it around the boards. Oregon is now at full strength as number 4 comes out of the penalty box to help get the puck forward. This puts Oregon on a power play for another 33 seconds. So let's see what they can pull off here. And Oregon has control of it in neutral. A whiff on a pass, gets picked up still in neutral. Wait for everyone to clear the zone. Oregon brings it in. Wrap around, goes right through the goalie, loses his edge. Hilltoppers pick it up along the boards. 10 seconds remaining in the power play for the Panthers. And as the clock ticks down, both teams are now at full strength as the last Hilltopper comes out of the penalty box. And we see the Hilltoppers picking up a shot, and it gets knocked aside by Nicholas. Hilltoppers have it in neutral. He loses his edge, but it gets passed along. Looks like a delayed penalty for the Panthers. So we will have another penalty here. That'll be a slash with 2:30 remaining. And that was number 6, which is Andrew Jikcha. So that will put the Hilltoppers on almost a power play the rest of this period here. So we'll have to see what happens here. Face off in the near side circle, goes into the corner where the Hilltoppers will hold the zone. Oregon does manage to clear. They are short-handed, so they dump it into the Hilltopper zone. The Hilltoppers send it around the boards, and Hilltoppers have control. Oregon sends it in towards the goalie. Hilltoppers goalie just drops it off into the corner where they will pick it up. Hilltoppers clear the zone through neutral. Off and wraps it around the boards. Oregon goalie comes out and sends it forward to his own team. Panthers send it around the other side, goes through neutral and into the Hilltoppers zone where Hilltoppers will maintain control of the puck. The puck goes off and goes back right into the Panther zone where the Hilltoppers will try to center it up, but it gets knocked away by the Panthers. Hilltoppers again trying to center it up, gets poked off his stick, clears the zone. Oregon has control, bringing it into the Hilltopper zone where they will center and pass goes to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers will bring it right back through neutral and into the Panther zone. Panthers clear again, dump it in back towards the side, and the Hilltoppers will pick it up from their zone. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty for the Panthers. Hilltoppers bring it through neutral, bring it into the Panther zone, trying to center it up, can't quite get it. High and over the net, the Hilltoppers send the puck, and now they have control of it again in the Panther zone. Off to the point, back along the boards. A little deflection by the Panthers caused that pass to be broken up, and the Hilltoppers send it forward, and shot right in towards goal, gets knocked aside by the blocker of the goalie. Another blocker pad save made by Oregon. And they send it off and around the boards where the Hilltoppers will gain control behind the net, send it through neutral. Both teams now at full strength as the Panthers take a shot right out of the penalty box. We are down to 20 seconds remaining in the first period here at the Oregon Ice Arena, where the Hilltoppers lead the Oregon Panthers 1-0. As this period is about to expire, the Hilltoppers have control in their zone. The clock ticks down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that will end the first period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Take a minute to go over some of these stats that we have. At 15:02 remaining in the first quarter, we had a goal by Nevin Kearney for the Marquette Hilltoppers. Now we have a lot of penalties. Oregon has had 4 in the first period for a total of 8 minutes. And the Hilltoppers have only had 1 for 2 minutes, and those were against, for Oregon, that was against Brock Brusagar, and the second one was against, looks like George Karasik. And then the next one was James Shervin, and number 6 got the that's Andrew Gicha for the Panthers for their 4 penalties. And the only penalty against Marquette was against Charlie Baker, and that was for 2 minutes. So that will do it for us for this first period. And we will be right back with the start of period number 2 here in just a few minutes. You're watching Panther Hockey on OCA Media Sports. All right, and welcome to the second period here at the Oregon Ice Arena, where the Oregon Panthers take on the Marquette Hilltoppers. And we're really excited to have you with us. We would also like to thank our sponsors for this broadcast. Our generous sponsors help make this broadcast possible: Panther Exteriors, Doopy's Service Center, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Be part of something great. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. So we are here with about 55 seconds remaining in this intermission period here before the teams come back out on the ice. And a reminder, Marquette is currently up 1-0 over your Oregon Panthers. And so we had a very penalty-full first period here where Oregon has had 4 penalties for 8 minutes and Marquette has had 1 penalty for 2 minutes. And just a reminder, you can watch OCA Media on TDS channels 1019 and 1020 in beautiful high definition. You can also watch us on YouTube in beautiful high definition as well, live and after the fact, and also channels 983 and 984. So we are really excited to be bringing you Panther hockey here. And just a reminder, Oregon Community Access is the actual name of our organization, and community is our middle name. So we look forward to bringing you this game right here on OCA Media. Again, we will have a face-off in the center of the ice. 17 minutes in the second period here. So both teams huddle up around their benches. The Panthers goalie at least stretching over on that side, and that's Couillard. So we will have a face-off once everybody is ready. Panthers spread out onto the ice for their respective positions, and the Hilltoppers also spread out. And Dirk Pollack for the Hilltoppers takes his goal. And the face-off will take place here in center ice. And that looks like we've got Jacob Cameron for the Panthers in on that face-off. Comes out to the Panthers, who will send it across the far side. Dumps it into the Hilltopper zone. Goes around, and the goalie will have to stick it aside a little bit. Panthers gain control in the far side corner. Hilltoppers gain control, try to clear the zone. Sends it off, and it goes into neutral. Panthers clear their zone, keep it in neutral. Comes along and dumped into the Hilltopper zone where he loses his edge. Hilltoppers gain control in the corner. Hilltoppers send it around, and Oregon dumps it back into the corner. Panthers try to clear the zone, or hold the zone, and it gets cleared. Panthers dump it back in, a full line change for the Panthers as they gain control of the puck in the neutral zone, where the Hilltoppers will pick it right back up and send it back into the Panther zone. Panthers along the boards, clear the zone into neutral. Pass gets knocked aside a little bit. The Hilltoppers have control, picked off by the Panthers. Panthers try to clear the zone. They do. It's through the air and into neutral, where it'll get dumped into the corner. Hilltoppers bring it around the corner, picked up in the corner by the Panthers. Centering pass goes to nowhere, and it is held in by the Panthers right on the blue line. So Panthers have control, dropped into the corner. Centering pass, and that is a goal by your Oregon Panthers with 15:36 remaining in the second period. I didn't see who got that, so we will have to hear that from the PA address. Face-off in the center. Hilltoppers have control in their zone. And that Oregon goal was by Andrew Zage. So the Hilltoppers have control in the Panther zone, knocked aside and off into the corner. Panthers battle for it against the Hilltoppers along the side. Hilltoppers come away with it, shot in, and Couliard knocks it aside, goes up over the net and around into the back corner. Comes through neutral, glove down by the Hilltoppers, sent in, delayed offside, everyone touches up. The Couliard comes out, gets sent around the boards, and the puck is now in neutral, where the Hilltoppers will gain possession, send it right back in towards Couliard. He'll stick it aside, redirects it to the other side as the Hilltoppers come into the zone, and the Panthers will gain control, and a save by the goalie Pollock. 13:34 remaining in the second period here at the Oregon Ice Arena with your Panthers tied with the Hilltoppers. And we'll have a face-off in the far side circle, and that will be Jacob Cameron in the face-off for the Panthers. So the face-off gets sent off into the corner where the Hilltoppers will win the possession. Hilltoppers loose right in front of their goal, comes off to the far side. Oregon loses their edge, and the puck goes high and out of play with 14:21 remaining in the second period. So we'll have a face-off in the Hilltoppers zone. Face-off in the Hilltoppers circle on the near side. Shot in right towards Hilltoppers, gets sticked aside, goes around the back of the net. Heavily battled for it in the back, and the Panthers just kind of stick it a little bit to the back. Hilltoppers have it battled for again right behind the net. Panthers come away with it. Centering pass gets to a Hilltopper player, zone held by the Panthers. Hilltoppers have it through neutral. Shot in and grabbed right out of the air by Couliard. 13:54 remaining in this second period here at the Ice Arena. Face off in the far side circle. Comes out and goes along behind the net, where the Panthers will pick it up, pass back and forth, and goes again behind the net, off to the far side corner. Panthers try to stick it forward, gets picked off by the Hilltoppers. He gets pinned up against the boards. The puck just sits there for a moment, and now the Panthers have control. Hilltoppers have it briefly, and it's just a battle for it out there. The Panthers manage to clear the zone through neutral and into the Hilltopper zone, where they send it along the boards. Hilltoppers have control, try to clear the zone. They do, goes through neutral, across the blue line and across the red line. So that will be icing with 13:14 remaining in the second period here. OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers with programs like this. Consider joining our fine group of business sponsors. Visit ocamedia.com for more information. Face off in the far side circle. Comes out, and Panthers will gain control, centered around the corner and behind the net. Hilltoppers pick it off and control it through the circle, dump it into neutral, goes through neutral, and gets dumped into the Hilltopper zone. And right in front of Couliard, goes off to the corner. Panthers glove it down. Battled for right around the ref over there. Centering pass goes to the Panthers, but he whiffs on the clearing shot. Panthers do manage to clear 1-on-2 into the Hilltopper zone and gets knocked down for his troubles. Hilltoppers will clear the zone. Gets brought into the Panther zone, gets stopped momentarily by the Hilltoppers. Shot in, Couliard knocks it off into the corner, where the Hilltoppers will regain possession. Centering pass, and it squirts out of the zone. All the Hilltoppers have to touch up before it can go back in. Now they finally do, but the Panthers dump it into the Hilltoppers zone, where it goes behind the net. around the corner and gets battled for along the boards right in front of us. Hilltoppers gain control, right through center ice into the neutral zone. Pass off to the side goes to nobody as they're caught off guard in a line change. The Panthers send it across to the far side and do manage to clear the zone, dump it into the Hilltoppers side where it'll go right behind the net. Hilltoppers will pick it up as well. Across the ice, Hilltoppers gain control, send it to neutral, where the Panthers will dump it right back in, and that will be icing with 11:40 remaining in second period here, with the score tied up at 1-1. So we'll have a face-off in the Panthers zone. Face-off comes out. Almost instant shot right towards Couillard. Goes up over the net and out of play. So we have 11:34 remaining in period number 2 here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Face-off in the same circle on the far side. Face-off comes out to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers again send a puck in. Kicked aside and then sticked aside by the Panthers. Hilltoppers have control, send it around the boards, again through the back of the net where the Panthers will have control right through their crease and off to the far side. Hilltoppers pick it off. Panthers again around the boards. Can they clear the zone? Looks like it is finally cleared and goes into the Hilltopper zone where the Hilltoppers will get chase. And they pick it up along the red line back behind their net. Hilltoppers do manage to clear the zone, but that'll be, they call off icing. So they go along behind off into the near side corner where the Panthers will battle 2-on-2 against the Hilltoppers for the puck. Puck squirts free and the Panthers have control. Again, another battle along the boards for the puck. And it looks like the Hilltoppers bring it out to the Panthers zone. Panthers shot in towards goal goes to the right. Back around the boards, and the Hilltoppers will gain control in the corner. And battle for comes out to the Hilltoppers. Sent right back into the corner. They really like that corner this period. And the Hilltoppers clear the zone. Panthers bring it into their own zone. Pass to the the near side. Battled for right along the boards and clears the Panther zone. Goes into the Hilltopper zone. And the Hilltoppers grab it right before the red line. As the clock ticks down here in the second period, Hilltoppers gain control. Bring it across into neutral. Drop pass. Pass back forward, and the Panthers clear their zone, dump it right back into the Hilltopper zone. Hilltoppers bring it right around behind the boards, where the Panthers will gain control. Panthers send it forward, held in, shot in towards goal. Bouncing shot goes in for the Oregon Panthers here at the Oregon Ice Arena with 9 remaining in the second quarter. And that was, again, number 6 for the Panthers. So we will have a face-off in the center. And again, now the Oregon Panthers are up by 1 as the face-off comes out to Marquette. And Marquette dumps it into the Panther zone. Couillard will come out of the net, drop it off to his own players. Puck will just kind of sit there for a minute while the Hilltoppers grab it, bring it to the near corner, out to the point where it gets brought along the blue line, and we have an answering goal by the Hilltoppers with 8:56 remaining in quarter 2, or period 2. missed who got that, so we'll have to wait for the announcement. And there'll be a face-off in the circle. Hilltoppers win that. Still missed who got that that second goal that tied up the game for the Hilltoppers. .8:43 remaining in the second period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. We got a face-off on the near side circle. And that's won by the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers bring it around behind their net, off to the corner. Hilltoppers bring it into neutral. Hilltoppers far into the front. Panthers knock it back a little bit, but it's still in the zone. Battle for it along the boards. And multiple players, multiple sticks, and it finally does clear the Panther zone. And that will be a penalty for a cross-check, I believe, against number 28. With 8:20 remaining. And that's the second penalty for Charlie Barker here. It looks like they never stopped the clock here, so they're going to have to adjust that. It should be 8:21 remaining. The clock here in the arena says they're still trying to figure out that clock. So I think they're saying it should be 8:17. We'll get an actual time for you once they get the clock set up. According to my count, it should be 8:21. So now they're going to take a minute to get this all set up. It looks like they're going to go with 8:20. I think we're finally set here with the clock issues that they have on the scoreboard here in the ice arena. So we'll have a face-off in the near side circle, and that's won by the Panthers. It's dropped into the corner. And sent off to the far side where it'll clear the zone. Right through neutral. Panthers will control in the Panther zone. Goes behind the net. They wait for their players to line up. Far side pass goes just past the stick of the Panthers, and high out of the air is picked the puck, and a nice pass over to this side. Through neutral ice and into the Hilltopper zone. Again, Panthers are on a power play for 2 minutes, but we'll see what they can pull off. Because again, if they do score on a power play, that's the penalty for the Hilltoppers. Panthers have control in the Panther zone. Poked off and battled for along the boards. And it goes into the Panther zone. And he tries to muscle the player out of the way and loses his own edge. So comes through neutral and into the Hilltopper zone. Panthers have it along the side, drop it around the boards to the corner. Panthers have control. Pass back and forth. And that hit the pole of the net. Centering pass goes to the Hilltoppers, who send it all the way down to the Panther end. Panthers send it high and along the glass, where they will have control. And that a Panther loses his edge. Looked a little bit like a trick, but not a ref. Gets sent around the boards where the Panthers will again try to clear. And shot right in towards Couillard. Gets sent off to the Panthers. He clears the zone himself. Hilltoppers bring it right back in. He gets knocked into the boards for that. And the Panthers will have control of the puck as the penalty expires and both teams are now at full strength. Hard hit in the center ice. Puck goes right along Couillard. The Panthers send it off into the far side. High pass through neutral and brought into the Hilltopper zone, sent along the boards behind the net where the Hilltoppers will gain control and get it past a couple of Panthers, but held in along the boards a couple feet from the blue line. And Panthers have control, but gets poked off by the Hilltoppers. Still battle for it right in neutral. And nobody quite knows for a moment, but then the Hilltoppers send it right in towards Couillard, who will send it off to the far side and into neutral, where the Panthers will try to bring it right back in. Gets poked off his stick by the Hilltoppers. Goes into the Panther zone. Panthers clear, back into neutral. And puck all over the place right now. And that will be, I believe, offsides with 5:10 remaining in the second period here. Score is tied up 2-2. Both of those scores by Oregon in this quarter or in this period, and one for each period for the Hilltoppers. Face-off will be in the near side, just outside of the blue line. And that comes out to the Panthers, who send it forward, and it goes into the Hilltopper possession in their own zone. Battled for it in the far side circle. Looks like the Panthers will come away with it, at least for now. Shot in towards goal, gets caught by Pollock with 4:51 remaining in the second period. Score is tied at the Oregon Ice Arena. Face off in the far side circle. Comes out to the Panthers, goes behind the net, and is battled for in the far side circle. Hilltoppers have control of the puck, trying to clear the zone. They do bring it through neutral and gets dumped right into the Panther zone. Centering pass goes past and off to the far side, where the Hilltoppers will hold the zone, and Panthers will battle for it. Pass across the ice goes to nobody, goes right through a bunch of players, but a Hilltopper is the first one to catch it, and a nice save by Couillard on that shot. And Hilltoppers will pass it back and forth on the far side, trying to set something up. Shot gets deflected by a Panther. Hilltoppers centering pass right in front of Couillard, still right in front, and they're couple of players pile up, but it does not go in. 4:01 remaining in the second period here. We hope you are enjoying this broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Please visit our website and show your support. Tax-free donations and local business sponsors are welcome and support our mission of providing our viewers with hundreds of local programs like this each year. So face-off goes along the boards. Panthers control it. And Panthers still control it in their zone. Gets dumped off to the side where the Hilltoppers send it around the boards. Centering pass gets deflected by the Panthers. Gets dumped off into the corner over here on the near side. Centering pass goes up and hits a bunch of players as it goes in towards goal. And they send it off to the corner where it goes past a couple of Hilltoppers. Battled for in the corner, sent forward by the Panthers. Again, more deflections by the Panthers as they try to clear the zone, but it gets held in by the Hilltoppers. Panthers now control the puck and clear the zone. They bring it into the Hilltopper zone, and a shot goes right to the side and does not go in. Panthers try to hold the zone, drops it into the far side corner. Line change a little bit here for the Panthers. Panthers hold the zone. battle for it along the boards where the Panthers will come away with it. Gets picked up by the Hilltoppers in the center of their zone and goes through neutral. Shot in towards Couillard. He just grabs it out of the air, and that will stop play with 2:43 remaining in the second period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. OCA Media is your local community access television station broadcasting locally sourced entertainment and informative programs on TDS cable and Spectrum programming. Visit our website for our program guide and more information at ocamedia.com. Face off in the far side circle, and it goes around into the corner, where the Panthers will gain control of it in their own zone and clear through neutral and into the Hilltopper zone, and shot in towards goal, and he covers up, and so we will have a face-off with 2:31 remaining, and it will be a face-off in the near side circle in the Hilltoppers zone. And off of that face-off, it comes to the Panthers. Quick shot on goal gets deflected by some Hilltoppers, and again, more deflection on the second shot towards goal. Panthers hold the zone, goes off to the corner where there is nobody there. Hilltoppers catch up to it first, so they try to clear the zone. And it looks like it's held in along the boards, and that manages to clear into neutral, where the Hilltoppers will gain control, whiff on a pass, stops the puck in neutral momentarily, and it does go into the Panther zone. Panthers with it. Off to the Hilltopper, one-on-one right in front, and Couillard gets it deflected off to the side. Hilltoppers have it, centering pass, and that gets deflected again by some more Oregon players high and through neutral, and that will probably be icing, and there it is. With 1:45 remaining in the second period here. OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers with programs like this. Consider joining our fine group of local business sponsors. Visit ocamedia.com or email paul@ocamedia.com. Face off in the far side circle. That comes out, and looks like the Panthers will have at least momentary control. Hilltoppers have it. The Panthers manage to clear their zone, goes through neutral. And Hilltoppers bring it right back into neutral as it went into their zone momentarily. Panthers have control. Shot goes high and out of play. So we have 1:27 remaining in this period here. So we'll have a face-off in the near side circle of the Hilltopper zone. Score is tied 2-2 in the second period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. And face-off is won by the Hilltoppers. Quick stops gets the puck to this side. They manage to clear the zone through neutral. 2-on-2 right towards the goal, but the Panthers manage to deflect it off to the side. Panthers clear the zone, but Hilltoppers gain control in neutral. All the Hilltoppers catch up, or touch up, and they manage to dump it back into the corner, where the battle for the puck will happen in the corner, comes out to the Hilltoppers. And that is another Hilltopper goal. With 58 seconds remaining, they score their third goal. And that was number 14, and that is Nevin Kearney for Marquette. And Panthers have control in their zone. Goes through neutral. Panthers have control. Let's see if they can get an answering goal. He loses his edge, but that will be a penalty against the Hilltoppers, probably for tripping. With 39 seconds left, that will give them some carryover power play time. And that is number 19. Which is Keegan Nawalki. So he will go away for 2 minutes. So there'll be some carryover into the next penalty or into the next period of power play time for the Panthers, of course, barring any sort of goal that the Panthers might get during this power play. So the face-off in the near side circle, won by the Panthers. Shot in towards goal, gets picked out of the air by Polak. 35 seconds remaining in the second period here. Face-off again in the near side circle, comes down and goes to the Hilltoppers. Panthers send it around the side though. Panthers hold the zone. Shot in towards the goal. Squirts free of the goalie. Held it again. Quick shot. Gets grabbed out of the air with 21 seconds remaining in the second period here. So again, a face-off in the near side circle of the Hilltopper zone. Dropped and comes out to the Panthers. Hilltoppers try to clear the zone. They can't. Panthers hold it in right at the blue line, dropping in to the back of the net with time clicking down. 10 seconds left in this period. Battle behind the net. Panthers try to get it to squirt free. And it looks like that is the end of this period. And so we've had 2 goals by Oregon in this period, 2 by Marquette. Marquette is up 3-2 over your Oregon Panthers. And of course, Oregon has had no penalties for no minutes in this period, which really helps even out. The Hilltoppers had 2 for 4, which gives them a total of 3 for 6, and Oregon has 4 for 8 so far in this entire game. And we are going to take a break here, and we will be back with the start of period number 3 here in just a few minutes. You're watching Panther Hockey on OCA Media Sports. All right, and welcome back to the third period here at the Oregon Ice Arena, where the Oregon Panthers take on the Marquette Hilltoppers. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their donations to help support our broadcasts here on OCA Media. Panther Exteriors, Doobie's Service Center, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Be part of something great. Join our team and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. So we're going to start this third period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. The Panthers are down by 1. Again, Panthers scored both of their goals in the second period there, and those were both by Andrew Zicha. And then the Hilltoppers scored 3 goals. We're not quite sure who got the second one, but both of them that we do know for sure were Nevin Kearney. And the Oregon Panthers had no penalties in that second period, but the Hilltoppers had 2 for 4 minutes, giving them a total of 3 for 6, and Oregon still 4 for 8. And so we are looking forward to what this third period will bring us. And we just want to remind you that OCA Media is your local source for information and entertainment. Hundreds of programs are produced each year by OCA Media and their staff. We are your community access television station based right here in Oregon. Oregon Community Access. Community is our middle name. So we'll have a face-off in the center of the ice, as always, when we start periods. So we will have face-off here in the center ice. And there's a puck drop. Comes out to the Panthers. Panthers bring it into their own zone. Bring it around the back of the net. Hilltoppers just slowly skate over to them. And it looks like the Panthers will bring it in. Shot in and a save by Pollock. So we have another delay here while they try to figure out the clock again. So we're waiting again. Let's see what they come up with. It should say 16:42. It looks like they do manage to get the clock back to 16:42. Perhaps the scorekeepers and clock people should be streaming our YouTube channel over there so they can know what time the clock stops at. So again, Panthers are on a power play as they get the scoreboard caught back up, and I think we're about ready. All right, they give the signal to go. Face off in the near side circle in the Hilltoppers zone. Won by the Hilltoppers. Gets pushed into the corner where the Hilltoppers will try to send it around the boards. Flying out of the zone. And Couliard comes out of comes out of the net to play it. Drops it to his counterparts. And a long pass through neutral gets dumped into the corner of the Hilltoppers zone. Hilltoppers try to clear, poked into the corner by the Panthers. Battle for it on the far side. Kicked forward, sent right back around the boards. Back to the corner. Battled for it again, and Panthers have control. Centering pass gets deflected by some Hilltoppers as they send it all the way to the other side. Again, no icing during a power play for the Hilltoppers, no icing. Panthers have control, bring it back out of the zone, out of their zone, through neutral, and that goes high and out of play with 15:39 remaining in this period. And just a reminder, you can watch OCA Media in HD on TDS channels 1019 and 1020 and on our YouTube channel, both live and on demand. You can also watch OCA Media on Spectrum channels 983 and 984. But again, if you want it in stunning high definition, you either have to watch on TDS or on YouTube. So you can always visit our website, ocamedia.com, for our schedule. And face off in the near side circle. The refs talk on the far side for just a minute before they get ready for the face-off. Puck is dropped, and we are again at it here in period number 3. And the Panthers will have control in their zone, high and up, caught down by the Panthers. Panthers pass gets kicked a little bit by the Hilltoppers. Panthers gain control again through neutral. He loses his edge, and they battle for the puck. Panthers send it forward, bounce it off, and send it into the Hilltopper zone, where the Hilltoppers will again gain possession, send it right back out. Puck comes in, and that will be icing with 15:06 remaining in the third period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. So we have elapsed a little under 2 minutes of third period time here. Face off in the far side circle. And that comes out to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers send it in the corner, try to clear the zone. They do. The Hilltoppers lose control of it as it goes into the corner. Then there is a chase, sent around, and the Panthers will have control in the far side. Panthers bring it through neutral. Now bounces off the skate of a Hilltopper. Hilltoppers again gain possession in the neutral zone. Clear their own zone. Panthers hold it in neutral. Hilltoppers kick it forward. Panthers still manage to keep it out of the zone. Hilltoppers send it out of play. So we have 14:34 remaining in the third period here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Award-winning productions like these are made possible with support from our local business sponsors and by viewers like you. More information is available at ocamedia.com. Face off in the near side circle. Hilltoppers come off with the puck. He falls down in neutral, and it gets dumped into the corner, where it will go past the red line, but no icing. And looks like the Hilltoppers will have control. That's a delayed penalty until the Panthers touch it. That's going to be, not be good. That looks like a Panthers have control. Drop it over, and it goes to a Hilltopper, but the Panthers do kind of control it. Let's see who comes away with it. Hilltoppers have it. Panthers send it right in, and that is an Oregon goal. With 29 seconds remaining, and that was number 12 for the Oregon Panthers, and that would be Logan Leatherberry tying up the game with 29 seconds remaining. So we'll have a face-off in neutral and see where we come from here. If anybody scores in the next 29 seconds, it'll likely be their game. Face-off. Puck comes down, does not go anywhere for a moment. Panthers have control of it. Panthers bringing it through neutral. Shot in, and a caught right out of the air by Pollock. 21 seconds remaining in this period. We'll have a face-off in the Hilltopper zone as we are again tied at 4. Face-off comes to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers bring it around behind their net. They try to clear. And Panthers knock it off to the boards, where the Hilltoppers will try for multiple tries for a centering pass. Goes right through the crease and off to the sideboards here. Shot in goes multiple, skates in the way. Oh man, oh man. Right as the clock runs out, Marquette scores. The Oregon coaches are trying to tell them that the time was up. So let's see what we have here. Hilltoppers are celebrating. So we'll have to see what happens here. They still haven't awarded the point, so we'll see if oh boy. They still haven't awarded the goal. So it looks like they did decide to give the Hilltoppers that final goal. So that will bring the final score to Marquette 5 and Oregon 4 at the buzzer. So that will do it for that. We have multiple scores and penalties. It's been a crazy game. It's been a great time to have here with you as they shake their hands across the center ice. This game was brought to you with support from our generous sponsors, Panthers Exteriors, Doopy's Service Center, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Be part of something great. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. On behalf of OCA Media Sports Production crew, myself, Derek Westby, we would like to thank you for watching Panther Hockey here on OCA Media Sports. And just a reminder, you can always catch all of our coverage on TDS channels 1019 and 1020 in stunning high definition, as well as YouTube as well in high definition, and on Spectrum Cable on channel 983 and 984. That's all we've got for this evening. We will see you down the road for more Panther Hockey from the Oregon Ice Arena on OCA Media.